Greetings, everyone. This is Dr. McCarthy. Welcome back to another microeconomics solution video. Today, in preparation for our midterm, we are talking about utility maximization. So actually, this should say optimizing utility. Problem solved. And we're told that Maria eats only salads and vegetarian burgers, right? So that right there is telling me, that's a big clue. This is a budget line problem, right? So she only eats salads and burgers. Her weekly budget is $36, right? It's very important information. Her income is $36. Salads cost $6 a piece and vegetarian burgers cost $3 a piece. So the first thing that I want to do with my budget line is I want to label this y and x intercept, right? And the way to label my intercept here is going to be by using the income that I'm given, and then dividing it by the price of whatever is on that axis, right? So in this case, it'd be salad. So this one would be our total income, which is 36 divided by 6. So that's going to give me 6, right? So we can go ahead and just label this as 6. Similarly, we can go ahead and down here, we can label this income divided by the price of burgers, which is going to be 36 divided by 3, which means this would give me 13 burgers. So this is telling me the situation if, and again, here's the origin, right? 0, 0. This is 0 salads and 0 burgers. So this is telling me the situation where I'm going all in on burgers, right? Vegetarian burgers in this case, but still all in on burgers. I'm only eating burgers, 13 burgers, right? This is telling me the situation of I'm going all in on salads. I'm only eating salads. I'm eating 6 of these salads. Now we're told some information about what Maria's total utility is, given that she eats 2 salads and 4 vegetarian burgers, right? So let's go ahead and plot that. 1, 2 salads, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4 vegetarian burgers. So seeing this, and actually this is probably not the most representative here. It'd probably be something more like this. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks better to me. So we're told that this is where Maria is, right? She's consuming 2 salads and 4 burgers, right? And what do we know about this point in relation to Maria's budget line? Very good. It's not on the budget line, right? Meaning that there are still some resources that Maria can expend in order to increase her utility or her satisfaction or happiness from her lunch purchases, right? What's really happening, and I think this is interesting. We'll see if you all do. What's really happening here is that we have a series of what are called indifference curves that relate to different amounts of utility, right? So this is like a utility of 5. This one that's going to go through our point here is a utility of 8, right? We're told that right here, utility of 8. And then any curve to the right of that, right, to the northeast of it, specifically to the upper right, is going to have a higher utility, right? So there's going to be a utility curve, utility or indifference curve that's up here where you have a 10 utils, right, where you increase. But we still find that there's still some room for us to increase it even more, right? And so we want to try to find out how to get to this point, right, where, and again, I'm just kind of making up numbers here because we're not given a complete set of facts, where we're at the highest amount of utility, right, which usually means that we're sticking pretty close to the original mix, right? We were given this original mix that at 2 salads and 4 burgers, she's at 8 utility, right? So that's telling us, that she likes variety, right? And so what if we were to increase that proportionally, right, into 3 burgers and 3 salads rather. So we increase it from 2 salads to 3 salads, and then we increase it again proportionally, right? We increase it by half of the amount, so we increase this by 2 to 6, right? Well, to me, and again, there's going to be a little bit of wonky kind of, I might need to change things a little bit here. That's not going to let me do it, but I want to kind of, I'm going to say this is my 3 instead, just so that, oh, and apparently it's just going to let me. Okay. All right, and this is 3. I know it's not quite to scale, but we can kind of make it work. And we can see that at 3, right, at 3 salads, so we're increasing it just proportionally. We're increasing the salads by half, right? Half of 2 is 1. And we're increasing the burgers by half. Half of 4 is 6. By increasing both of these things by half, hopefully we can increase the total utility by half, right? Going from 8 to 12, right? Increasing it by 4. By just scaling it up according to the existing ratio that we are given. Now, again, in the test or midterm situation, I would give you more information or a visual clue or something like that. This is pretty light in terms of information that the question is providing. But that is how we go ahead and find that utility maximizing point, right? We know that at 2 salads, we're spending $12 on salads, and we know that at 4 burgers, we're spending $12 on burgers. We add all that up, that's $24. We still have $36, right? 36 minus 24 means we have 12 whole dollars that we can somehow increase our utility with, right? Now, let's do a little thought example. What if we were to take that $12 and spend it entirely on burgers, right? If we were to take that $12 and instead of spending, 6 of it on burgers and 6 of it on salad, right? What if we spent it all on burgers and we got to this point right over here, right? We just went all the way over here. Well, look, the way that I drew these lines, now we're on a lower utility, right? We're on a utility that's equal to 10 compared to a utility that's equal to 12, right? And so these are these are what's called indifference curves. And the reason why they're called indifference curve is because, the person is exactly indifferent to, a point like here and a point like here, just any point on there. All of these points are going to give that person 5 utils, right? 5 utility. And so if we were to have that situation where we just went, deep into burgers, we would increase our utility from 8 to 10, but we wouldn't be maximizing our utility by staying in relationship to that ratio that we were given before, which is 1 salad per 2 burgers, if that makes sense. Similarly, if we were to just go ahead and spend all of that money on salads and go up to 4 salads, right, we would not even quite get to the U10 because of the way I drew it, right? So there's probably some, U9 in between here that we would be on. So again, if we increase the consumption of just one of the goods, then yes, the utility is going to increase, but it's not going to be that maximized utility of getting 12, which happens by increasing both of them proportionally. All right, I hope that helps.